Hello, hello. It is Sara Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for Moon Astrology Tarot. This time for the moon in Scorpio. This is the 10th through the 13th. I think it's actually the end of the day on the 12th. I'm pretty sure, but you'll see the next video for the next moon pop up regardless. Anyway, and also moons in Scorpio on the weekends. Uh, just yikes, because Scorpio is ruled in modern astrology is ruled by Pluto. So when the moon enters Scorpio right now, it is immediately squaring Pluto in Aquarius, 0 degrees in retrograde, and Pluto is 18 days away from moving back into Capricorn. So like these moons happen on the weekends. I'm saying this because I know a lot of people that are, around other people who are still consuming intoxicants. And it's a thing. Like, we can't make everybody stop doing it. We would like to, but it doesn't work that way. Also, people are not practicing regulating their nervous system. They're not practicing regulating their emotions. Like, that's why we do this work, right? Is so we can practice regulating our nervous system, regulating our emotions, or at least processing them in a more healthy manner, and knowing when to avoid intoxicants. But we can't change the people around us. So I feel like things just get tense when there's a moon in a water sign on a weekend, particularly Scorpio in this space and time. However, so this is the 10th through the 12th. And we will have the first quarter square moon on the 12th. And as the first quarter square moon is happening, you're going to have Saturn retrograde back from 18 degrees Pisces to 17 degrees Pisces. And Jupiter is at 16 Gemini. Mars is at 15 Gemini. So Pisces and Gemini square each other. So we've got the stage getting set. The first props are being placed on the stage. We are at the midpoint between the new moon in Leo and the full moon in Aquarius, which peaks on the 19th. And so the stage is being set. And here's what I'm going to say. Pretend, I've been talking about this a lot lately, but pretend you're on a roller coaster. You are strapped in from shoulder to crotch. It's going to be okay. Just hang on and let the ride let the ride go, right? If you I keep thinking of like the Superman ride at Six Flags Great America. There's probably a better example, but the reason I think I keep feeling that ride come up is if you've ever been on the Superman ride, you're flying, you've got your arms up, they're locked in like you're flying like Superman. And then at some point you like roll up and around. So your belly is up, and it's one of those, like, the whole time you're kind of bent over like this facing the ground, and then at one point you roll up and around and your body goes kind of laying flat on the seat. So I feel like that's why that one keeps coming up, because that's one of those rides where you literally have zero control over, you're just locked in for the ride. So and that's what I feel like we're heading into this space and time in the next, after this moon gets into this first quarter square, which will happen on Monday, the 12th. And then thereafter, it's going to be just allow yourself to be strapped in and go along with the ride. And this is also why I have been saying, like, don't come to conclusions right now, because you do not know what's going to change or happen. And if you're feeling like you have no answers to what to do moving forward, this is potentially why, because we have this building. And I talked about this in the Leo sun and rising signs, is that on that full moon, we're going to have a mutable T-square and a fixed T-square. And so some shit's gonna pop off, some shit's gonna shift, but also you could be feeling nothing because it may not be on, anywhere near any of your points and placements, right? So, some of us may have it on our big three, our sun, our moon, or our rising. Some of us may have it on absolutely nothing. And you may be experiencing the fixed T-square, but the mutable T-square is not touching any part of your chart. So if you ever wanted a time to get an astrology reading, even if it's just for that full moon, the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th-ish time period, this would be the time to do it. My booking link is below. But so while we're moving through this Scorpio moon, the 10th through the 12th, I think we're really going to start to see some emotions, some outbursts. I think the colleges and the the schools are starting to go back. And if you remember what was going on college campuses when school let out for the summer, like in May or June, things were starting to heat up and erupt on college campuses. And so we may see some resurgence of that. I also feel like we are going to start seeing some people just revolting. I mean, we still are in the energy of the United States Pluto return, which is also the Pluto return of the French Revolution. Or was it the French Civil War? I can't remember, but my point is that we're still in that energy. And until 2026, we're going to be in that energy. And that's, a lot of why I am doing the work that I'm doing and producing what I'm producing content wise and writing and things like that. Like it's, we all have this opportunity to make a lot of major shifts. And I feel like not enough astrologers are talking about Neptune at 29 Pisces and the deception, and plenty are, but there are some astrologers who are talking only about Pluto making his move between Capricorn and Aquarius. But I personally think Neptune being at 29 degrees Pisces and heading into Aries is a bigger deal, or maybe equally as big. I don't know. But anywho, but Neptune is still present with, deception and deception and delusion and illusion and fear mongering and things like that. And so, it's really a time to tune into your body. And, this moon in Scorpio could really have you feeling intense emotion or intense healing or intense desire to shift. Scorpio is about passion. And so anyway, lots happening through this weekend. Be very kind to yourself. Be compassionate to those around you. Be compassionate, because remember that each soul is on their own journey. And while we may be annoyed, pissed, and want to slap the shit out of the human, that they're a soul and that they are on their own journey. And sometimes we need to just step aside and not be the intrusive one, but be the hold the space one, to let them have their moment and, be with them through that. And so anywho, all right, let me jump off that soapbox. I like putting myself on soapboxes. I have a lot to say. Let's see what's up with this tarot. Of course, all the links are below for booking a reading, the Leo sun and rising signs, the 2024 practical tools. Of course, I'm doing the Aquarius experiment. What else is down there? How to book with me, how to sign up for my newsletter, how to join the Awakening Spirit Collective. You can, of course, listen to my guest appearance on the Hearts Unleashed podcast, where I talk about breaking up with your victimhood. I think that's it. I keep adding to it, but I like that I keep adding to it. There's I want to make sure that I'm covering all the bases. Some people don't do as well with video as they do with reading it, and vice versa. It's all about processing, how you process information. So anyway, all right, let's see what's up with this tarot for this moon in Scorpio situation. Are you kidding me? The Queen of Starships in reverse. We've had this card so much lately. So some people are going through some emotion. Hang on, let me clarify the Queen of Starships in reverse. What else can I get from this? What can we know more about this Queen of Starships in reverse? I kind of want to understand why we're continuing to get the Queen of Starships in some capacity. We got the Moon in reverse. This is Rolaren. Starships in reverse, the Moon in reverse. What's the resistance to processing emotion? What's the resistance, or what space are you not giving yourself to process emotion, or to process what you are learning? Like, there seems to be some resistance. These are both in reverse. The Moon in reverse is kind of is more like clarity, but this and the Queen of Starships in reverse, and that we've gotten it. I think we've gotten this card like several times in the last couple of weeks or so. So there's something up here with emotions, and this really could be legit cognitive dissonance. Like you're seeing something, you're feeling something that you are struggling to be with. You're struggling to believe or trust what you're feeling. This could be anything. This could be your partner. This could be your work. This could be the government. Any of the above. And I feel like people are learning something about something, and this could be anything, right? I see, and for me personally, it's like, okay, are y'all seeing the fear mongering? Are y'all seeing the truth, but you don't want to accept it? Are you seeing the truth about I don't know. Okay. Are you seeing the truth about religion that you don't want to accept? Are you seeing the truth about authority that you don't like, earthly authority, leadership authority that you don't want to accept or be with? These are both female. Are you seeing something about a female that you can't be with, that you're resisting accepting about a female? Like, okay, like, I don't know. I'm always somebody who's had guy pals because I can't stand the cattiness and drama of women. And I'm sorry for all my female viewers, but it's true. Um, is there something about a female in a potential leadership position that you can't be with, that you're like, oh, not her. Oh God, not her. Because maybe she doesn't align with traditional female values. Maybe she doesn't align with a traditional female role. Um, I, I, okay, I feel like I've got my point across. I'm really tuning into, because I'm like, why are these coming up? Like, this is a lot of female energy. This is Nurse Ogawa. This is Rolaren. This is a lot of feminine energy, and these are both strong women. Rolaren was a Bajoran who went to, I think she went to war against the Kardashians, I believe. Ogawa was Dr. Crusher's secondhand nurse. And what was the episode where she, as in Ogawa, was concerned that she thought her boyfriend was cheating on her, and it turns out he was planning like her marriage proposal type thing. So like she spent most of the, and this could be what this is about, like you're emotionally, you're like you're what's the term? You're feeling like something's happening behind your back, and but it ends up being something positive. Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop there. Let me do the ancient ancestors card. This is turning out to be a much longer video than I typically like to do, but hey, apparently some stuff needed to be said. So we can go with it. We can go with it. So I'm sorry if this one's longer. I've been trying to keep them under 15, but I'm not good at that. But I definitely feel like, and I think I said this, I don't know if it was on a YouTube video or if it was Awakening Spirit Collective, but I do feel like there's something popping up with the feminine or the female energy, like the female leadership, but yet most some women, some females are not on board with that direction of potential female leadership. Kind of thing. We got the druid. Hold the space. Yeah, and I kind of mentioned that when I was talking about the astrology is like holding the space for the people who and maybe you're the person who's awake in your family or aware in your family, and somebody is coming to you because they're ready to make some shifts, make some changes, or they're coming to you because they're like, dude, what the fuck is going on with society? And you're the one holding the space for that. So be aware that, if you've been doing this work for a while in whatever capacity, whether it is sobriety or you've been doing emotional intelligence work, that at some point you may be stepping up to that leadership role, that mentorship role, or that teacher role, and just having the capacity to hold the space for other people. And so, yeah, there you go. All right, that's what I got for this moon in Scorpio. Hang on tight. We're all going to be okay. I'm here for all of it. Y'all know that. Y'all know I'm here for the Iranian upset to the world and the change that's coming. I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. I've been ready for it my entire life. So there you go. All right. I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for staying with me and tuning in.